You're welcome to the Google Classroom Master Course. My name is Larry Oguntoye, the Inspirational. In this unit, we'll be considering one of the Google Classroom fundamentals, and that is the classroom menu icons too. In this unit, our focus will be to access and use active classes, archived classes, and to see how the settings work in the Google Classroom. So let us begin. So from your Google Classroom homepage, access the menu icon from the left hand top corner of your Google Classroom homepage. Click the menu, go straight to the active classes. These are the active classes. These are the active classes. When you say active classes, it means they are the classes in which you are currently being engaged as a student, or the classes you are using to engage your student. Okay, so archived classes talks about the classes that you have deleted, so to say, or you have archived or stored away from view. So if I click this particular archive classes, it's going to show me the list of the class that I have archived. Possibly I've used this class and I no longer have use of it, or I just want to do away with a class or a particular course that I no longer, use. Now, what can you do with your archive classes? You can copy the archive classes and reuse it, or you can restore the archive classes. When you click restore, the archive classes will go back to, the active class, the active class. So let me click restore. Okay, so it says you and your student will be able to interact with this class again. The class will be shown in classes and in the classroom menu. So I want to click restore. So I'm clicking restore. So you can see in my archive classes, I do not have any archive classes anymore. So let's go back to the active classes. So you can see the year 8 math for secondary has been restored to the active classes. So if I click my class icon on the Google Classroom homepage, I'm going to be seeing the restored year 8 math for secondary classroom as a card. So it is restored here. So if I click this button on the top right hand corner of this particular class, it gives me, some other four options: move, edit, copy, or archive. Copy or archive. So if I click archive again, so I'm clicking archive. So it says you and your student won't be able to make changes. You can view this class in archived classes in the classroom menu. All class files will remain in the Google Drive. So I click archive, so it's going to return it back to the archive classes. So if I click the menu button, I go back to the archive classes, I can see the classroom back in the archive classes. So it's no longer an active classroom. So can I make copies of this? So you can make copies of this particular classroom. You want to just make a copy of it. So restoring it, maybe I like the materials that are in the classroom. I want to adapt it for a new course or use it for another term after the particular classroom session is over. So it's going to copy the classroom and put it as one of the new classes you have created, but all the students that were in the classroom will no longer be there. Mind you, I did not restore this class. I only made a copy of this particular class. Okay, so I only made a copy of the particular class. So you can see it here. This is the copy of the class that I made. You can see it's still creating the class. So it's not properly shown here, because of the network down. Okay, so when it is fully curated, it's going to show be shown properly on the classroom homepage, and I can keep editing and using it as a fresh and new class. But the student will no longer be inside because it is just a copy. But all the files and folders will come with the classroom and properly arranged so that I won't have to. Okay, so the network has responded. You can see the new class that have been created, but there will be no students in the class. Okay, there will be no student in the class, only me as the teacher, so I can add my new student in this class. So the classroom menu, it's a very useful button. Okay, very useful button. Good. Then the classroom setting icon here from the classroom menu, that's the setting. The setting is very key, very important to the Google Classroom. From the setting, you can modify your classroom setting. You can change your profile, Outlook. You can manage your account from the setting icon. You can, you know, um, change your email notification, how you want to receive email notification. If you don't want to receive email notification, you can change all that from the setting here. So we are going to be considering in another unit how to maximize settings in the Google Classroom. But it's important that you know where you can access the setting. Whatever you do in the setting from the menu affect all the classes you have in your Google Classroom, not just a particular class. It affects all the classes. There are two ways you can do your setting, either from the classroom menu, you can do your setting there, or you can do setting for a particular class. Now, this is a particular class, and on the top right hand corner here, I have another setting. You can see this is class setting. This setting affects a particular class, not all the classes you have on your Google Classroom platform. So you have two forms of setting, and let me reiterate that from my classroom menu, if I scroll down to this setting, I click this setting. This setting affects all the Google Classroom that I have. But if I want my setting to affect only a particular class, so if I open that particular classroom, on the top right hand corner, I see another setting button. If I click it, whatever setting I make here affect only this particular class. That is brilliant. Okay, I'll see you in the next unit. So before then, always remember that every teacher carries a womb that bounds the prosperity of the nation. See you in the next unit.